I want to tell you this too, since you was asking me all these spicy questions, so we're gonna get to the question about this. Why would you tell me Trenches News was selling you information back then?
He was giving me information back then.
You did tell me that, right?
Yeah, he didn't sell it to me. I didn't
you?
pay him, but he was giving me information on a lot of video, a lot of things in y'all neighborhood. He was a sourcer, man.
That could have played at that time when I had that interview. You said that shit. That could have played a big part of killing anything he had to say, right?
Right.
And you cut it out.
Yeah, because we was beefing at that time. He was dissing my mom's. You know, she passed away. He was dissing my mom's. He was dissing people in my family. And I just said at that moment, I'm not going to speak his name on my platform in any way like that.
You ain't want him to keep going crazy?
No, I didn't want to, you know, entice people to go find him dissing me and shit, you know?
I understand.
So I left that alone. But shit, he didn't grow a little bit, so I couldn't help but to speak his name eventually, you know? But yeah, he was a sourcer, man. Like, I got videos from him when Duck was alive. He was telling me things going on in the community. He was the first one who told me O Block was having an indictment and shit.
Yeah. Hey, look, and not to even trying to bring him up and be going, this was more about you than him.
Right.
But is that not weird that a nigga who he's saying he was supposedly was helping being around and took to the label and did all this, he's selling information? Well, not even selling. He just giving this shit up for free.
I hear you.
To you. Like, that's not weird, though.
I guess if you look at it, I get a lot of sources. So.
And he's saying, like, this same motherfucker he posted, I walked to the label. If you walk a motherfucker to the label, you then again 20% finder's fee. Where's your 20% finder's fee?
Right. Right. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But he told me that, you know, he was like a manager for you guys. He helped take y'all to the radio stations and shit like that.
It's like, it's parts of truth. Like, yeah, you set out at the radio station for, like, yeah, but you didn't help take a, well, you probably did, because you set out there but we paid to get that interview and shit. We paid to get on the radio. If it weren't for you sitting out there catching the motherfucker to get that connection, you probably wouldn't get on the radio. Right. But don't just be sitting there telling people like you was our manager, you was the motherfucker taking us and busting moves and all that shit. Like, and then he fake telling himself with certain shit. Like, bro, he say shit like, back in that time, if you thought you was talking to them on their pages, you was talking to me.
Right, yeah.
And when I was telling y'all, like, he was on our pages.
Oh, okay.
Selling fake tickets for shows and shit. Selling features and shit. Selling unreleased music and shit.
Right.
You feel me? Shit like that. That's what you was doing.
Right.
And we not knowing because we not working the page. You with.
Shit crazy. Have y'all ever had a conversation, though, not to stay on there, have y'all ever had a conversation since, you know, time done flew and shit?
We did, but I think he take my opinion, my side of what really happened, and he take that shit offensive, like I'm trying to discredit his platform or something, so he keep going around what the fuck was really happening. But what I'm saying this shit today is that I want this shit to reach him so he can get up with me and keep that same energy what he was saying on that conversation. I mean, bring me on this platform, let's talk about this shit. You know, let's talk about this shit for your platform. And let them be open.
No, I get it. But he did tell me, you know, he was a manager for you guys. And, you know, he helped you. And you guys helped him, too.
He had a relationship with my pops, though.
Right.
But we didn't hang with him. He went with us.
Okay.
Certain shit he probably did for us, but shit.
Pops doing okay. Your pops look like a money man to me, man. He look like he about that, man.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about him, though.
Most definitely.
He cool.
Okay. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you, though, legend.
For sure, love.
You be safe out here. It's the homie True Teller Street Reporter. Blah, 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 blah.